My name is Brooke Bosley, and my master's project is Retelling, an Afrofuturistic map preserving, remembering, and celebrating the Atlanta Bell South Black History calendars through remediation. James Baldwin once stated, "American history is longer, larger, more various, more beautiful, and more terrible than anything anyone has ever said about it." One of those terrible and complex stories is found in the cultural history of African Americans. Many people know very few information about those experiences and contributions that Blacks made in the United States. In fact, most students learn about African American history during the month of February for Black History Month, from their classes when textbooks cover slavery or the civil rights movement, or museums which offer additional ways to access historical information. In the spring of 2017, as part of Georgia Tech's Design and Social Interaction Studio run by Professor Nassim Jafarnimi, one of the course assignments was to visit the APEX, the African American Panoramic Experience Museum in Atlanta, Georgia. One of the exhibits at the time was the Atlanta Bell South Black Calendars, which were produced from 1984 until 1996 and were curated by Pamela Pryor and Joanne Edwards. Each year, the calendars focus on certain themes centered on African Americans and Black-owned institutions in Georgia. After visiting the museum, I became interested in expanding on the work of the Bell South calendars for my master's project because many individuals do not know the numerous amount of contributions that Blacks have made to the city of Atlanta. Using the methodology of Afrofuturism, defined as the intersection of imagination, technology, the future, and liberation, I created an interactive Afrofuturistic map of Atlanta based in the year 2164. The artifact is written and designed from the perspective of the fictional character Wren Pryor, whose ancestor is Pamela Pryor, the curator of the Bell South calendar. Wren creates a map after discovering the Bell South calendars and hopes to preserve Black history in Atlanta. Let's walk through the prototype. The first page includes information on the city of Atlanta in the year 2164 and what has occurred in the past 200 years. Once the user enters the site, they're then taken to a page that provides information on Wren and why she created the map. The user then clicks on Explore Map, which leads to an interactive map. The user can select any building. For instance, if we choose the Peacock Club, a page opens that gives information on what happened to the Peacock Club on the left and then provides historical information through audio on who played at the club and the place. Once you close the page, you return to the map and can select another building to learn more about the history of Atlanta in the year 2164. I also created a physical artifact in the form of a poster series celebrating Black women featured on the Bell South Black calendar. For future iterations of the digital artifact, I plan to develop more features on the map, conduct usability testing, also create an installation at the Apex Museum. I hope the digital and physical artifacts will be one step closer to preserving the history of African Americans in Atlanta and the Bell South Black History calendars.